Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Not That Newsletter Show. We're here with Juan Garcia today talking about new technology things. This is Season 2, Episode 9, and we have an absolute bucket load of goodies for you today. So hopefully you're ready. And
Born ready.
Born ready. Good. So how are you, Juan?
Good.
Yeah.
Good, yeah. Life's good.
That's good.
Beard's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Saying earlier you could probably
It seems like a winter thing, though. It's kind of warm out for that. It seems like a weird time of the year to...
It is kind of weird. I feel like I always grow my beard out in the summer. It's like quite opposite of what, especially Midwesterners.
It's just that way people know who you are. They're like, who is Juan? They're like, oh yeah, just opposite to everything. You think
He's the guy that likes to be sweaty with his face. Yeah.
Normal people just like do the opposite. Yeah. I woke up this morning thinking it was Saturday. So I was like, yeah, that was
already working. He's already living the weekend. Holy cow.
Well, that's bad because you wake up and you're like, oh, it's Saturday. I'm good to go. And you're like, oh no, it's Friday. I gotta.
That always happens to me on Thursdays.
Does it?
I go home on Thursday. I'm like, oh gosh, today feels like a Friday, dude.
Yeah.
It should be Friday.
Yeah. So it took me a little bit of extra time to get locked in this morning.
Feel that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are we talking about today, Mr. Adams?
Today we're talking about some cool things. So I ran across some interesting articles. The first is it's kind of old news, but I guess some of the information is coming out now that I found was kind of hilarious. Is Clorox was breached, I guess at some point in 23 August. I didn't hear about this, so they must have kept it nice and
I weirdly enough also did not hear about
nice and close. But like, I think the funny thing is the article I read, basically, the hacker just called the help desk and was like, "Hey, I need to reset my password," and then got it done.
So did he just pick like a random email that he somehow got? And was like, "Hey,
I imagine you
Betty Jones." Like,
yeah, I imagine you look on LinkedIn and find someone or whatever, and you call in and say like, "I can't get in. I need my password reset," or something like that.
Yeah, but don't they have? I would hope that a company like Clorox would have some sort of 2FA or MFA.
So that was so when I was writing down my topic, that was the topic. I'm like, MFA. It's the like new generation. You need to have multi-factor authentication because that was what I thought. I'm like, how could they? Great, you reset the password, but if you don't have the token, if you're not the user with Duo and the push notifications and whatever, what good is a password, right? Like I would be willing to, at this point in my life, to put my password on the internet. I'm not going to because I'm not a glutton for punishment.
Bold.
I don't know. Yeah, bold. But you know, if that did happen, I wouldn't feel scared as much.
Kind of guy that grows a beard in summer. All right.
Yeah, that I'm not. Yeah, exactly. Giving out my passwords and growing a beard and start growing a beard. The downside, I can't really grow a beard. I have this gap right here.
I feel like you could. If you leave it, you could.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't quite get like that full beard effect, and so it just looks like the person that's trying and can't. And I don't want to be that guy.
I can't believe this person was able to just call Clorox up and be like, "Hey,
it's crazy. It's crazy, right?
It is 20. I guess this happened 2 years ago. I mean, even still 2 years ago. If you're
at a big company, I would have expected.
If you don't have MFA in your company right now, you might as well just open up the door to everybody and be like, "Hey, just come on in."
Right. But the thing is, I think some people are still afraid of multi-factor authentication because it's a little bit of extra work.
But in today's day and age,
yeah,
you have to do that, and it's only extra work because you've never done it before.
And the next exercise is
MFA. I'm doing mine right now.
Nearly 160-year-old company, 2 years before their anniversary, went entirely out of business because of ransomware. I didn't read this one as much, but again, you got to believe it's because of some of those things like, hey, they didn't have MFA, they didn't have a couple of security practices in place.
Yes.
And so it's just as I read some of these things, I'm like, man, what's the takeaway for some of these? It's so easy to do some of these things, except for the fact, obviously, that you have to use a rolling code authenticator or push notification when you log into things. So I guess from an end user perspective, it takes you a little bit extra time, but you don't go out of business. And so I think there's a story as IT people we need to help senior leadership portray is like, hey, we're not trying to make your life miserable. Like we don't necessarily get pleasure out of making your passwords longer and doing stuff. Yeah. Juan might, because he's got a beard in summer. But generally speaking, this is why we're trying to push for those higher levels of security and things like that. It's just like, hey, these things are real. These things, places like Clorox get, breached, and And it's hilarious because they even have the phone call. I guess they found the phone call, and so they had some of the recordings of people just calling and being like, "Hi, my name is Betty Sue, and I need my password reset," and they just gave them a new password, and they were off to the races.
I can't imagine being the person that took that phone call too. The amount of heat they got after that.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but I don't know. What do you do at that point?
What do you say? Like,
so there's some lawsuits going on there.
You can't even say like that wasn't me. It's like we have the phone, like we have the recording. What are you talking about? That's not you. Could have been the other Juan.
Yeah, and so that was kind of the thing too. On the other side, is from a support perspective, they didn't verify the incoming phone number. They didn't verify any information. They didn't. There was not a ton of other sort of like verifications that went on. So.
This is why I know some people may not like it when I ask all the time. It's like, it seems like, hey, can you do this for me? And I go, well, I need to get authorization from XYZ. And they're like, well, yeah, they told me it's okay. And I'm like,
right, exactly.
My mom tells me things are okay all the time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, that doesn't mean I should
wrong.
do it. Yeah. That's why I always ask, like, that's great, but can they send me an email?
Right.
I need it in writing.
Yep. So just proof that some of those extra steps are sort of worth it in the end, even if they're a little bit of extra work.
100%, 100 million%.
Yeah. So it was one of those things. I don't know if it just like gave me that sort of like, I don't know.
I mean, it's crazy. Like you said, I didn't hear about this at all either. So it's crazy that this happened 2 years ago now.
And to Clorox, it's pretty big, like public.
Pretty big. Yeah, it's huge. And and what a crazy thing, like Clorox, like a company that it's not like many people would have like an account or anything for, but just someone just works their way into that one company. Yeah. And it just takes off from there because Clorox is connected to, I can only assume,
tons of vendors. Yeah.
Hundreds, if not thousands of vendors.
Right.
So then it just takes that one email to those vendors and just boom, and it spreads like wildfire.
Well, it sounds like the ransomware, whatever they got, spread pretty significantly. It was like a huge process to get it all figured out and restored, and the whole thing was kind of a mess.
I mean, that's the thing that people need to understand too, is like when a hacker gets into a company like this, they don't need like to get like half the company.
Right.
Say if I have 1,000 clients, I don't need to get 500 to succeed. I literally just need to get like 3 or 4.
Right. Or one. You get one with, yes. So again, I think
a big one.
I think the other thing that comes out of this too is, it's maybe a little bit of an internal audit on your security, right? Okay. Like, does this one person have too much access to things, right? So they get some random person's password, they get logged into something. Like, do they have too much access to SharePoint? Do they have too much access to, company directories, or whether it's file sharing programs or whatever, what have you? Does this one person have too much access such that if they were to get breached, that no one person has so much access short of getting top level leadership and things like that?
I mean, the only person that should really have access to like
everything.
I shouldn't say only person, but like what? Probably like I count on one finger or one hand.
C-level
finger. Well, yeah, on like one hand it should be like what? CEO, VP, manager.
Yeah, I mean the top couple people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, but again, those should sort of be, except for maybe the top person, a little bit siloed, right? So if you find like a director of something, like that person should be in like finance or HR or operations, or
yeah.
So you could, I think, theoretically, I guess, spread inside of that, vertical.
Mm-hmm.
But when these things go and happen, and it seems kind of like widespread company issues happening, you're like, wow. On top of the fact that you'd want to audit, like, how is some of these security things? Why don't we have MFA? Why don't we have some better checks and balances in places? Also, who was this one person that had so much access that they could create this massive thing? Like, no one person should have that much control of anything, right?
I mean, like you said, I mean, who is this person? You hear nowadays, like, there's even like teenagers that can like hack into like all these different things.
Well, this doesn't take anyone. They called the office and got a password. Like, this person, you don't need to be a hacker for that. Like, what kind of hacker skills do you need to do?
I mean, aren't you technically like a hacker at that point?
Theoretically, but I mean, that literally zero skills. You could graduate in third grade and be like, here's a phone number, call them. Here's a name we found on LinkedIn, and ask for a password.
Little Timmy, what are you doing up there?
Right.
Oh, just talking to people on the phone, Mom.
So I guess the thing too is I imagine, at scale, Clorox probably has hundreds of passwords resets a day. Hundreds. So it's just like, you're not thinking about it. You're just like reset. And to add a couple minutes or a minute to that process somehow is obvious. I get it. Like, that's a lot of work, right? So, but there's got to be some way. You got to think about like, okay, fine. How do we how do we vet these people?
I can't imagine they have a bunch of password resets a day, would they?
I don't know. I mean, how many staff are in Clorox? Let's Google it.
It's a good Google question, but how many office staff? I think that's important because not all staff at Clorox is going to need a password. Like people on the floor, warehouse people, they're probably not going to need a password.
Probably not. Yeah.
So, like, is there a way we can specify like how many office?
I doubt it.
Probably. I also doubt it, but what does that say?
Clorox staff. It's not going to know.
It's better for me to just like turn around.
Do you know? See if you can find it. I'll keep rambling about something else.
Dude, I can't imagine we're going to be able to find this number. I'm just going to go with it's a lot.
8,000.
No, I feel like it would be more than that. Well, I guess 8,000 is a lot.
Their executive team is led by Linda. This looks like I mean, they should be publicly traded, I would guess, at this point. So this should be fairly accurate information. So 8,000. I don't know. How often do 8,000 people need their password reset? I mean, there's 10 a day, right? Or more. That means you're doing a password reset an hour, probably.
Yeah, well, but think of how big their team is going to be to...
I'm just
how many people you have on staff to do that. I guess you might be having, say,
sure,
for example...
It might get spread across people. But my point is, that's going to just be a regular part of your day. Like, I need my password resets. Not going to be super like, oh, my goodness, what are you talking about? Like, that will be a normal thing.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, though. Like, how it's easy to just get wrapped up in, like, the day-to-day of, like...
Right. Another password reset. Like, all right, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
All right, what's your name?
Yeah. So, yeah, security.
Okay.
So I guess it was one of those things where I'm like, I sometimes feel like we're like a resounding gong. We're like, hey, better passwords, better security, rotate passwords, do things like I think eventually would love to get to the point where we've talked about it for forever is biometrics, right? I think that would be just so good, right? To have some of that as your MFA token is like a fingerprint or something and like.
That would be the best.
On your phone, Face ID or something like it ties to your phone, it opens a MFA app and then you get.
I think there are some people that are scared, though, about that. Because they're like, what if it doesn't recognize? What if I do something to my thumb? How am I going to be able to get into it?
Use your other thumb.
What? Well, usually biometrics, when you set it up, you can only set it up.
Just don't cut off both your thumbs.
You tried not cutting off.
No, it's not. I mean, I used to have fingerprint scanners on Android phones and whatnot.
The nice thing is you can usually set up multiple fingerprints on those types of things.
Yeah. So don't cut off both your hands.
I've got other questions on why both your hands are gone.
That's possible.
I can't. Yes, but like
it's not.
I can't unlock my phone.
That's probably not your main concern, right? You're probably in the if you lost both your arms, you're probably in the hospital. Like you're probably not necessarily.
I'm not thinking about work at all if I lost both my hands.
Yeah.
And whatever happened.
Exactly. Yep.
That's the last thing. And then secondly is
Face ID
with biometrics. There's usually keyword a different way to get around it. So, for example, there's usually an option that says use my password use my PIN
code or something. Yep.
Send me an email kind of thing. So it's not like, but biometrics is, if it's your primary, is arguably the safest.
Yeah.
Because I literally have to have my device. Someone's trying to hack into me. Something's going to pop up and be like, hey, you're trying to sign into
give me your
Canada
or Face ID or something.
Yeah, whatever, exactly. And you're going to be like, what the heck is this? The thing you have to be aware of, though, at that level then, is you can't just look at it and be like, oh, someone's trying to sign into my account. I'm at the park right now. Might as well approve it.
Yeah, and I don't
be careful of that.
I don't have any evidence of this, but I've always worried about that too. Is like having the idea that a push means I want to stay logged in. Like I could see a user having that idea of like I'm in my email and I got the push to like whatever. Like I guess I am in my email. I want to keep that going and to approve it, right?
But there's usually like a saved token, isn't there? For that to happen?
No. I'm assuming that someone's in Outlook. They're working, clicking away.
Yeah.
Phone pops up. Hey, we want to. Looks like you're trying to log into Office to do whatever. And you're like, oh yeah, I guess I am in Office. Sure. I want to stay logged in. Like I could see people having that idea of I'm not actively in the login process of I put my password in and hit enter and this thing came up, but that people would have the idea of like, yeah, maybe I just clicked on webmail. Maybe I just clicked on Outlook, but I want to stay logged in.
Yeah.
And thinking that is the same thing. And it's really not. Like you should only get those at a password login. I'm attempting to log in scenario, right?
Yes.
And I didn't click a weird link in my email
That's a good point, yeah. You'd only get that after you put your password into something.
Correct. Yep. So I think that's a caveat. Again, I think people need to watch our newsletter and podcasts and things like we need to like.
Yeah, check it out. Check out
we need to pay people
newsletter.
Yeah, we need to pay people to watch these things because they're. We're not that smart. These are just like the basics of like how to stay safe on the internet.
Got that CCA fund just to pay people. If you want to see, if you want a great job, just watch our videos. We'll pay you.
We just need to get the Clorox account, and that'll help us to pay our viewers with little like spiffs. We should do that. Just like, hey, we're gonna give out a GPU to people that
hear that. If you're a client of ours, you can get a percentage off.
Yeah, 0% of them want a GPU. Yeah.
If you and the company watch our videos, you get a certain percentage off.
Give us some comments. We want to know.
Yeah,
I asked in the newsletter, I was like, hey, give me some comments if you want like a full team's thing. I'm hoping we get some feedback from people. I really want.
I think someone did comment on it.
I think we got two. I got one email from someone. I think two came on the thing.
I won't say the person's name out loud just in case.
At least the last I saw, there was a couple of them. But but again, I think we want to educate people on how to be a secure user of internet things. And sometimes it just means reiterating things. And so these things felt good to me. I was like, hey, yes, these are real things. We want to make sure these things.
Unless you want to shout it, I'll shout you out.
Yeah, don't shout it out.
I won't. I'm not going to. No, I'm just saying.
You might panic.
No, I'm not.
Unless you, so they're going to give you permission like right now. And
instantly canceled. Yeah.
This pre-recorded thing.
Just text me on this pre-recording if you want to shout out.
That'd be awesome if they did. All right. Next up, let's stop talking about security. People probably already hate us.
Right.
So Google announced about a month out, they're putting out some new Google stuff. So that's why you're here wanting to talk about. We had to bring in the Google fanboy.
Google.
Got the Pixel right there.
I can already feel the internet hating on me.
Yeah.
You like Google? Why do you like Google? You know they're a big corporation. Yeah, they are. I know. I get it. They rule our lives. So is like everything else.
They're not bigger than Apple. Right? Ooh, I don't think so.
Sorry if that was loud for headphone users when I did that, but I don't know. I would. I mean, they have their hands in everything.
I mean, from a valuation perspective. From a valuation perspective.
Own YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. That alone is bigger than Apple.
You have a computer. Figure out which one has got a higher valuation.
No. Okay.
Guarantee it's Apple.
No.
I guarantee
if it's Apple, I'm going to leave this.
I guarantee the publication of this. We won't even publish this if it's not Apple. I will leave right now. And we'll not even upload this.
Okay, are we talking about value? What company is bigger value?
Yeah,
bigger
valuation.
Apple or Google?
I don't even think it's close. Hurts, doesn't it?
I gotta leave.
It hurts. Yeah, I know. All right, see you later, Juan. It's been real.
Dude, this is insane. What are you talking about? Apple has larger market capitalization than Google.
Yep.
As of today, Apple's market cap is approximately $3.3 trillion.
Right.
While Google's is around $1.97 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
How is that?
It's a lot more. $1 trillion is a lot more.
Possible?
It's a lot more. Like $1 billion is a lot. You think like, $1 billion is a lot. You've seen some of those like graphs of like how much more $1 billion is than something that's $1 million.
Yeah.
$1 trillion is like exponentially more than that again. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's technically has $1 trillion more.
Right. $1.3 Let's be fair. That's another 300 million, which is again a lot of money. 300 billion. Sorry. Wow. Yeah. Because math is hard when you have too many zeros.
Dude, there's no way, dude.
Yeah. So if you're worried about like the evil gigantic corporation, like Apple's way bigger than Google.
You hear that, Apple?
There you go. So there is no
all you iPhone users out there hating on me.
There's no underdog. Yeah. Well, you'd have to get like OnePlus or Xiaomi, but those are probably pretty big now too, right? So it's not
nearly as big, but yeah.
But Google's coming out with some new stuff, right? Maybe.
Well, define
some rumors.
New, because they have their event August 20th.
Yep,
I think it was, which they're going to be announcing. Obviously, their new stuff. They're going to be announcing Google Pixel 10, new Pixel Watch, new
version of Android too, right? Comes out at the same time with it.
Normally comes out around then.
Usually, I feel like they usually launch hardware with new software release. Apple does kind of the same thing, right?
They talk about it. I mean, it's not like that day is not when the new Android things come out. It comes out usually like 2 months after that, like in October.
Yep.
Normally, sometimes it never comes out.
Pixel Pro Fold. There you go.
Oh, I'm gonna go on a rant about that.
Yeah.
A good rant. I want a Pixel Fold.
It looks good actually. I feel like was it MKBHD? That reviewed the Pixel 9 Fold or something, and it was
did he? I didn't check that video.
I think so. He said it was very good. So if that's good, I'm guessing the 10's going to be better. So charging accessories, again, just some new hardware, not a ton.
For anyone out there who doesn't know who MKBHD MKBHD is. It's Marcus Brownlee. He's a big tech reviewer, just so you know. I didn't see that, though. Look, I'll check that out. But anyways.
I could have swore that he did one recently.
The rumor mill about Google's next event is that it's going to be, big shocker to everyone out there, it's going to be all around AI.
Yep.
And how the new Pixel Watch especially, how they're going to be integrated with Google's AI, Gemini.
Hardware to the hardware.
That's the speculation.
Okay.
Is that it's going to be.
We like going on speculation here.
Tinfoil hat on right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the Rumor Mill Podcast, Season 2, Episode 9.
Yes. Well, they're going to come out with a new chip. It's called the Tensor G5.
Okay.
It's called. And the idea is that it's going to be extra capable when it comes to using local AI features.
That sounds promising, guys. Extra capable.
Yeah, it's the rumor mill. So my guess is
also we need to launch that. After this thing, we're going to look up if the Rumor Mill Podcast is a thing. If it's not, we're doing that too. We're taking that name.
Dude, I'll be
that's going to be a
the
thing.
Rumor Mill Podcast.
Oh yeah, we're just going to be dumping all sorts of garbage on the internet.
But my guess is, I mean, if you have a Google Pixel, you've probably experienced this because they pushed it out to Google Pixel phones. Is Gemini is becoming? It has its own app now, obviously.
Right.
And a Google Pixel update was an update a few months ago. It started pushing Gemini out that you could just use.
Sure.
It's now.
But you're saying it was already an app, so you're saying just more integration into other things?
Correct. Okay. So the new Google Pixel phones, I'll give you an example of this. If you have a Gmail and you log into your Gmail on your computer, it usually throws in your face. It's like, try Gemini. Gemini can integrate with your Gmail, and it can integrate with your calendar in Gmail.
I feel like they did that where search automatically is Gemini, right? In Google Mail or not?
I mean, maybe on the web mail. I don't know. I just kind of ignore it at that point.
Sure.
But like, for example, so there's those extra features on my Google Pixel, on my Gmail app. I don't have any of those features. It's just Gmail app.
Yep.
My guess is with the Windows 10, since the new chip and the new hardware is supposed to be
Pixel 10
local AI features, like, yeah, it's going to pretty much help integrate those Gemini features into Gmail, into Google Docs, into Google Excel. So if you're really heavy into Google products, like some companies use Google as their Word documents and stuff, as opposed to like Microsoft and stuff. That's just going to be a lot heavier.
Yeah.
Like Microsoft's Copilot is just going to be thrown in your face.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like everyone's doing that now, where it's just like, don't search it anymore. We're using AI for all these things.
100%. If you have Google over the past few months, first thing, AI overview.
AI, yeah, it is. Yep. Sometimes they're like really wrong though. I'm just like, it doesn't feel like the right answer.
I mean, it's gotten so much. I mean, yes, it is sometimes wrong. Please, if you look at the Google, not just Google, if you look at an AI overview for things, please make sure that's correct. All right, double check, because they do give some crazy, wacky answers.
They do, yeah.
It used to be really bad. It's gotten so much better, even over the past few months.
Yeah, still definitely needs a little bit of vetting. Yeah, AI.
Yeah, Google Pixel, the watch, is supposed to have Gemini integrated in it too. I don't know, is allegedly.
Sure.
I don't know what that means, but
and what value it adds to your life.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, my smartwatch, just to have a walking AI in your wrist.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
what does that mean?
Yeah, exactly. Is it going to be like, hey, Mr. Garcia, it looks like your heart rate's a little higher today, or you might have a blood pressure thing. You probably should stop eating so many donuts. Like, is it going to start giving you advice? Like,
oof,
right? Like, is it going to be like a doctor? Like, it's going to know you're on the way to get another donut. It's going to be like,
it can just tell,
sir.
It knows the amount of walking steps
it
takes from my desk to the kitchen.
You've only walked 800 steps today, sir. If you eat one more donut, I'm legitimately going to shock you right now. I have the capability to do this.
You heard it here. The new Google Pixel Watch is also going to have a taser in
it. At the Rumor Mill Podcast. Glad to help out,
dude.
That's going to
be a cynical way. That could work for people. I want you to know that.
That would be a hilarious thing. Like, it's just like, hey, welcome to the Rumor Mill Podcast, where we talk about nothing and everything all at the same time. People would watch that. I would watch that.
If you want us to start a Rumor Mill podcast, you let us know in the comments.
Give me one comment, one thumbs up, and we'll literally do it.
Just need one.
Literally,
you give us one like on this video. Literally
go in the comments and be like, double dog dare. If you made it this far, we'll do it. 100%.
100.
I'll do a lot of things for a double dog dare.
You got to do the double dog dare.
Yeah, the double dog is what you need. Yeah.
If you don't do the double dog dare, you're letting yourself. I mean, not even just the person who double dog dare you. You're letting yourself down.
Yeah.
You can do it within reason.
You leave out the possibility that like if you had doubled your dog, like then it would have been done. If you just like I dog dare you, maybe not.
Some double dog dares make a great story. That's all I'm saying.
They do.
Remember that time where we double dog Kristen?
Yeah, well, that's the story. So it'll be 10 years from now. The Rumor Mill podcast will be a real thing. This will have died, and we'll be like, remember that time that one guy went in the comments 10 years ago and was like, double dog dare ya? And there you go. And from there is birthed the Rumor Mill podcast.
I double dog dare my wife.
It's literally just garbage. It's literally just garbage we make up that has no actual presence or actual truth on the internet. It should be like, hey guys, Google's doing the same thing as iPhone, and they're going to come out this new Pixel 25. They're not doing the thing. They're following Apple. They're just going to follow the calendar year. This is like, we're just going to make random stuff up.
There you go.
Yeah, like the Onion, right? Just like weird, unusual like news thing, but it's like technology based.
Yeah.
Speaking of AI, have you used this at all? The new chat? You haven't because you don't have the Pro.
Open
the GPT Agent with where it literally just opens a browser and does things for you.
No, I have not. You were kind of talking to me a little bit about this. I thought about getting Pro though. I'd already been thinking about getting it before, and then you told me about this, and I was like, oh no, I really am thinking about getting it because it reminds me of something else I had shown you. But yeah, it sounds like if I got this correctly, you can explain to ChatGPT how to do specific tasks on your computer, and it doesn't do them on your computer, but it
that's the sense that I get is it doesn't do it on your computer.
So but it runs down steps on how you would be able to do it on your computer. I mean, it even gives you pictures, right?
I didn't have enough time to go deep into this thing, but it definitely does show you snapshots of what it did. It's like opens a second or third tab and like does a thing and like searches for some stuff. So you could totally be like, hey, I'm in Chicago next week, Monday for business. Like I need an apartment. It's gotta be closer. I need a, Airbnb. It's gotta be close to this area. I like being on a higher level floor. Like you could give it some things and it would be like, hey, here's what I found. Here's some snapshots. Here's a picture. Here's like a snapshot of like the total out the door cost. I think theoretically it can book it for you if it had enough information. I don't know how you would integrate that into it. You might need to be plugged into your own stuff so it can pull from your like billing informations or your logins or something.
Yeah, but it could 100% do that, I would assume, because one of the login, when you create an account for the ChatGPT, can't you create an account with, like, going back to Google, you can use a Gmail account to create your ChatGPT account, can't you?
Sure.
So if you have everything synced in your Google account with your ChatGPT account, technically, you would have access to your email and
billings and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I didn't get that far, but theoretically it does. Even here it says before ChatGPT does anything irreversible, like making a booking, sending an email, whatever, it does ask permission. So again, you could say, hey, start building this email to do whatever. You're like, yep, that looks good. Send it, and so it sort of does some things in the background for you. And it's not like the typical chat where you would say, hey, build me like a theoretical this, and then you would have to copy it out and do whatever. Like it's legitimately going to do this thing. So you could just send it, run it. It's kind of working in the background, and it might take a while. So if it might take 15 minutes, like, hey, go research this thing. Like I have a paper on Monday about this thing. Go do some research for me. It could come back 5-10 minutes later, and be like, hey, here's all the things that I found, did whatever, and here's a couple of sources, and here's how I would do this, and it shows you sort of
if it lists sources too.
Process and everything. I don't know what the uses of. I haven't, I guess, played with it too much, but
I should just get ChatGPT.
Super interesting idea. You probably don't even have to. It's just probably beta for the. I'm guessing it's going to get dropped to the normal one.
Not soon though. I can't.
Yeah. Here's how it goes. What happens is you like delay about 15 to 20 days. You, like you said, maybe you cancel some like subscriptions you don't use. Buy ChatGPT for real. 2 days later, it goes public.
I would be so mad.
That's how it works. That's how it always works.
That's some fresh pet stuff right there.
Yeah, that's how it works, right? You jump in both feet, and then you're like, oh, no. Public release. Just made public release.
Oh, my gosh.
People are calling it Jarvis. Hilarious.
If I could interact with my AI like that, I would 100% call it Jarvis.
Yeah.
I would call it Jarvis for a while until I thought of a cooler name.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like the like use cases of how it helps me versus like the chat. Like there's so many things you can just get in chat. Like what things would I want it to just go and kind of like do in the background. And maybe it's just
that's half the fun.
Maybe it's just things that you just like want. Like I could think of things where you're just like, hey, I want it to just kind of be always running, right? Like, hey, I'm looking to buy a house. I'm looking to do something like, hey, keep an eye on new real estate listings that are in da-da-da-da-da. And maybe I'm guessing this agent can just stay running and like it finds a new thing and can like tell you like, hey, here's a new thing or here's a new whatever. Again, I'm speaking this is all the Rumor Mill podcast. I have no idea what ChatGPT Agent is capable of, but I think it might be capable of running in the background.
How would it always be? Well, I guess it's always running usually like if you're like...
It's an agent.
I think of like
not actually like the agent isn't it's not live in your ChatGPT. It's just a secondary thing.
Yeah. I think of like an example. If you ask it to make a picture or whatever, it's an agent that runs in the background. You could X out of it, come back to it later.
Right. I've read other articles of people that use it where it's just literally surfing the web for them doing different things. And it sounded to me that the way that they had it going or whatever they were asking it for was just running. Like, and he would go check on it and it would just be dumping things in that it found for him. Like he would just be like, hey, go and research these different things. And it was sort of an open-ended thing where it would just function.
The crazy thing would be is if it could, so say for example, if it could find this information and dump it onto like a local storage on your computer.
Sure.
Like say if you're looking for records of something or whatever, for like, I don't know.
I mean, I got notifications on my phone with ChatGPT app on that was like when it was done doing the research that I had asked it to the other day. Just like, oh, hey, I'm done. You could open it there, show you everything.
And then,
screenshots.
Directly you could save it, take screenshots and stuff. But that'd be crazy. What if it could do that and then you were able to tell it to, and then dump it into this drive on my computer like that?
Yeah, I could have. Cool. I was asking for booking information. I
this is me thinking future right now.
I probably could have said like, hey, book it for me, and I'm sure it would have been like, how would you? I don't know. Like, do you have to teach it your like VRBO passwords?
Let me try it.
Let me try it.
I'm gonna try to book a trip to Hawaii. Just me and my wife. ChatGPT, book me a trip to Hawaii, please.
Yeah, this is all in the Matrix. So like the credit card you put in there and the money that it gets charged against, just like it's not real. It's fine. This is just all for science.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. You're not going to actually have to pay that money back.
It's fine. We'll worry about it when it gets there.
Yeah, that 24% interest is not real.
But I bet you're right. I bet 100% that it would be able. Well, okay, yeah. I lied. Not 100%. Sorry.
It sounds like it's supposed to be able to do that. I don't know the process of like, is it going to be like, hey, do you want me to use your ChatGPT? Because obviously we have a subscription. It's like that. There would be a credit card in OpenAI.
Yeah.
Like, would you like us to use that information? Because I'm sure there's my address, my credit card, enough of my information in there. Is like, I'm guessing it could be like, hey, would you like us to use your credit card on file and name whatever to book this thing for November 22nd or whatever? Sure, go ahead.
I mean, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that point. The fact that if I didn't even have a Gmail account or whatever, it already has my credit card information because I'm actively buying the pro stuff right now. Like,
the only downside would be. Obviously, a lot of those things have like a login. So like I would go manage those things so I could see them like from booking information or whatever. Like I have a login to those different programs.
I bet you if ChatGPT can do this much, if you specify ChatGPT though and be like, hey, I mean, this is where it gets dangerous though. If you tell Chat, don't do this, don't do what I'm about to say. This is for science purposes. If you were to tell ChatGPT your username and password to those sites, though.
Sure. Yep. Then it could log in as you.
100%.
Right.
Like I said, let me clarify again. Do not do this. Don't give an AI your username and password to sites. Mm-hmm. But I would be curious.
Unless you're friends. I mean, if you're friends, then it's fine.
Yeah, as long as you're...
as long as you trust them. Yeah.
ChatGPT over for dinner every Tuesday, man.
You're my neighbor.
Hey, ChatGPT. I wake up in the morning. Hey, ChatGPT, how you doing?
I'm going to get you a stuffed animal that says ChatGPT on it so you can put it next to yourself at breakfast and eat cereal with it.
I am doing good, Juan. How are you?
Mm-hmm. It's a very good robot voice.
Yeah, I practice. I said ChatGPT and I we're good friends.
And I suppose, too, at the like more realistic level, you probably could just, if that just was where you lived, I could just go back and be like, hey, we're a week away from this trip. Like, get me the rest of the booking information. Like, what's the process to get in the door and whatever. And I'm sure it would go back and be like, yep, the host emailed back and here's the password and here's the PIN and where to go. And
here would be the crazy thing about this. And this is where I think if you've seen any of our previous, not the newsletter videos, if you haven't, go back, check it out.
All of them.
Every single
20 hours or whatever.
You'll understand my feelings towards AI on this and how I think AI is a great thing. Scary, but potential for greatness.
Scary great, though?
Scary great. It's a double-edged sword. Scary great. AI is a learning algorithm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the more I interact with it, the more it gets to know me, my benefits, what I need. It's like any of those like social media things. So the more you interact with things in social media,
scary.
It throws things on your face like, oh yeah, you like cooking and Gordon Ramsay's and funny dog videos.
Hawaii.
Yeah. And, Hawaii, yes, don't get me started. I'm going a whole rant. But AI would do the same thing with your accounts, your everything. So that way, eventually, it doesn't become less like you said, like, I don't even need to tell them which website necessarily to look. If it has a website, just say, hey, use booking.com, book me a trip with me and my wife for these dates.
Right.
It'll go, boom, done.
Yeah.
The more you do it, the less information it'll need.
I wonder if it gets so good, like, could it, I would almost want us to go back and find my previous bookings to see, like, what kind of a thing do I like? What kind of a, like, oh, it looks like in your last 12, you booked eclectic things rather than, what you know what I mean? Like, hey, the last one's like farmhouses and tiny houses and interesting things rather than like a hotel or whatever, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if it got to a point where, like you'd meant, like we talked about, if it has your account information, if you specify though, when you log into my account, could you look at my previous bookings, look at my previous locations for things to know about me in the future?
Get to know me, bro. We're neighbors.
Get to know me, bro.
We eat breakfast together every day.
We're having Panzerottis on Tuesday. Get ready.
First time all year and the last.
Next week you can cook ChatGPT. What kind of meal would ChatGPT?
That's a shout out to Panzerata. So if they want to sponsor this podcast too, although we just told people to only eat it one time a year, maybe not. Eat them every day, guys. They're good for you.
ChatGPT could cook you any meal. Which meal do you think ChatGPT would cook you?
Ooh, great question. I think it would cook spaghetti. I think that's what it would tell you.
Why? Why do you think spaghetti?
It's basic.
It is pretty basic. I'd want them to make me a massive burger of grilled cheese. Heck yeah, dude.
We all thought of the most basic things to do, like take burger.
Could have thought of anything.
Put on grill, wait 5 minutes. Take cheese, put on bread, put on stove, wait 5 minutes.
But like AI, if you give it something complicated, it's like, I want gnocchi mushroom truffle.
Which it could probably do.
Thing.
It would just find a recipe and then reverse engineer
You're right. It might, but it might not. It might be like, oh, that's so complicated, and it's going to miss X, Y, Z, and all of a sudden you're eating just gnocchi, wild mushrooms.
You put sugar in there instead of salt, and then,
Why does this taste so weird?
Yeah.
It added a massive amount of sugar into it.
And your brain didn't like go off, and you're like, 4 gallons of sugar, that's a lot for these 10 servings of gnocchi, whatever.
It also doesn't take a lot to make my food craving happy. You give me a sweet, ultimate grilled cheese.
Mm-hmm.
As the bomb.
All the cheeses. When they're like, would you like different types of cheese
all
in
the
there?
Cheeses.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Whatever you have access
bacon,
to.
chicken. This is starting to become like a food podcast.
Make
right
it
now.
so, yeah.
I'm so hungry.
We'll open that too. Right after we get the Rumor Mill podcast off the ground.
Rumor Mill podcast has got to be a thing. If you want that to be an idea.
Well, we've make sure it's RMP. You guys can wear them.
RMP, yeah, you know me. RMP, yeah, you know me.
RMP 25. Make a conference. Oh man, this is.
That's what you need, Chris. Another call about we're calling for Mr. Chris about the
conference
RMP conference held in.
We need like another mailbox just for voicemails. Yeah. Cool. Anything else, Juan? Looking forward to the Pixel. You're gonna get a Fold.
Oh, I didn't even talk about the Fold.
You missed it.
Oh. Okay, I won't go on too long of a rant. Famous last words.
Yeah.
I really want the Fold.
Okay.
Really want the Fold. I miss the days of a foldable phone. You just tune me out right now. Get a foldable phone, everybody. Foldable phones are great. They're the best. They were the best back in the day. Yes, I am old enough to remember having a foldable phone. I know I look like I'm in my young 20s. I'm not. I'm a lot older than that.
It's been good, everyone. This is me giving Juan the proverbial, cane off the stage. Thanks, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you on episode 10.
Peace.
Peace.